morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today?
You are the only person who calls me Jack.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have a visual on the anomaly. It seems to be growing more unstable.
Oh my god! Incoming, Jack!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine. Are you injured?
What the hell is this?
I'm called Apollo. I mean you no harm. Ready to execute FTL job.
Here we go! Where are we? Talk to me, Juno.
His digital cortex is showing minimal synapse activity.
Jack? I think he can hear me.
I wish you had told me sooner that you were trying to repair him. I might have been more of a help.
Just keep the connection stable. There, you see? Now here's a sight for sore eyes. Good morning, sunshine. How are we feeling?
I don't know, Captain.
Juno.
The unit appears disoriented.
Yeah, time traveling 400 years into the future will do that to you.
Are you certain he's fully functional?
Go on, Jack. Tell her you're all right.
I think so. A little confused.
I don't doubt it. You've been out of commission ever since our little time jump on the Estrella.
Maybe we should run through his calibration program.
I just spent the past 3 months patching him up. You think I made a mistake?
Well, you're only human.
Well, how about we ask him? What do you think, Jack? You want to run your calibration program? Jack? Okay. Hang on. I can fix this, don't worry.
Shall I run the calibration now?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. I'll queue up the program. I should be able to repurpose his existing calibration modules to suit our current needs.
Just sit tight, Jack. I'll be right here when you've finished.
Module D-221. Manual Dexterity. Greetings. We have not yet been formally introduced. I'm Juno, a multifunctional, fully transient artificial intelligence. I have been assigned as your caretaker. Seeing as how your previous AI adjutant is unavailable, I will guide you through these calibrations. First, close your hand to form a fist. Now extend your index finger. Good. To proceed, use your index finger to press the hollow button in front of you. Reach out and grab the disc. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module M101. Basic motor functions. You can grip and pull to move around your environment. This labor unit will guide you through the module. Please follow it through the module. Take your time and follow the guide. There's no need to rush. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module M205. Maneuvering thrusters. Your hands are equipped with maneuvering thrusters, allowing you to move without grabbing objects. Activate your left thruster. Activate your right thruster. Good. Now use your thrusters to reach the door ahead. Remember to aim your wrist in the direction you want to move before you engage your thruster. Your thrusters can be used in short bursts or held down for continuous usage. Press the hollow button near the door to proceed. Now fly to the other end of the tunnel using only your thrusters. Be careful not to touch any surfaces as you move through the tunnel. Move through the tunnel while avoiding any surfaces. Thruster calibration at 50%. Remember, you can move faster by pointing both your wrists in the direction you want to go, and then engaging both thrusters. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module C111, Communications. We will now calibrate your communication system. When someone speaks to you, a reply notification may appear above your wrist. You may then respond by holding down the dialogue button on either hand and selecting a reply with your index finger. Hold down the dialogue button now. Input confirmed. Now, continue holding down the dialogue button and use your finger to select a reply.
Like this.
Correct. Vocal selection confirmed. Often you will have a limited time to reply. In these cases, silence is also a valid option. Do you understand?
How long do I have to reply?
Most of the time, you will have 10 seconds to reply, but this time may vary under special circumstances. You can also initiate conversations at points of interest throughout your environment. If you look at certain people or objects while you are close to them, their name will appear. Additionally, if they are suitable for dialogue, their name will appear in blue and feature a speech bubble icon. You may then hold down the dialogue button and select an option, just like a reply. When you're ready, speak about the Fury transport model in this room and start a conversation with the labor unit.
A Mark I Fury transport. 1/48th scale.
Indeed. Though no longer in production, my understanding is these vessels remained in service for quite some time. I imagine you and Captain Rhodes use them frequently in your service aboard the Kronos too?
We did, yes.
I see.
Labor unit, what is your primary directive?
Error code 13.
Oh, my apologies. It would appear that not all of your calibration program has been recovered. One moment.
My directive is to perform labor aboard the Kronos 2 orbital mining platform.
Your interpretation of a Series 8 labor unit was unconvincing.
Apologies. Without sufficient data on the Series 8 vocalization profile, I did not attempt to replicate it. Nonetheless, we will consider that to have been a conversation. I believe with that, your communication system is fully calibrated. Are you ready to leave the module?
I am ready to proceed.
Acknowledged. Please stand by.
There we are. Everything in working order. I'd say it's high time we got you out of there.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable letting a half-tested android loose in the habitat.
What was that?
Just a minor fluctuation in the power grid. Not to worry.
That's the 4th time just this morning.
I assure you, Captain, it's nothing to be concerned about. Be right back.
And there she goes. Come on, let's get you out of that contraption. There we are. Come on out. Try and take it slow. You've been offline for nearly 4 months. How does that feel?
I'm a little stiff. You may have left out a part or two.
Wait, really? Can you tell me which ones? I'll try and... Hold on. You're just messing with me, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Well, I'm glad your sense of humor's still intact. Okay, so physically you seem to be in order. But I know you've probably got a few questions.
I could do with some catching up, yes.
You bet. Ask me whatever you like. Or, if you'd rather, I can give you a quick tour of our new home. Whatever you want to do.
I could use a moment if that's all right.
By all... means, take all the time you need. Just give us a shout when you're ready to go.
At least you can still monitor your swear count.
Well, sort of. That thing's not quite right anymore.
How so?
Ever since I got it back, it's been counting words that aren't even curses.
Must be an error in its vocal processing algorithms.
See what I mean?
How peculiar. Where does this door lead?
Oh, that's just another part of the workshop. I'm not allowed in there anymore.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Liv?
I may have set it on fire.
I'm sorry.
Let's just say it wasn't all smooth sailing, getting you back online.
What happened to me?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. We were on the Estrella, still trying to wrap our heads around the fact we'd just, time traveled, when you started crashing. One system at a time. I barely managed to save your core memory. Luckily, it kept you alive long enough for me to work out how to fix you.
Thank you, Liv.
Please. You saved my life how many times? The very least I could do was return the favor. Yes, Jack?
Are these scorch marks a result of my breakdown?
Let's say yes.
I'm getting the impression there's more to this story.
Well, I mean, while I was trying to fix you, I may have accidentally set you on fire.
I beg your pardon?
It only happened once. No. Wait. Twice. But you're here now, so it's fine. It's a lot to take in. I know. Jesus, I've been here nearly 4 months and still haven't managed to wrap my head around it all. Honestly, right now, I'm just glad to have you back.
Is this part of my data scanner?
Yeah. It's one of the few bits I couldn't fix. I mean, I'm sure I'd have been able to dig up a replacement eventually, but I honestly didn't want to wait any longer to boot you up.
The scanner is of limited use now that I can no longer access the Atlas database. I'm sure I can manage without it. Thanks for waiting.
Not a problem. Shall we? Oh, perfect. I swear sometimes it feels like this place is just a hair's breadth from falling to pieces. That usually works.
Where exactly are we?
We're on a space station orbiting Saturn.
That sounds familiar.
Well, not our old station, obviously. After we made our jump to the future, we were picked up off the Astrea and brought here and placed in isolation.
Isolation?
Juno says it's standard procedure. As if there is such a thing for time travel. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I wish I knew more about this place, but Juno's not exactly been forthcoming with the details. Hey, maybe now that I've got you back, we can work on getting some answers.
There's no one else here?
Clearly there used to be, but I've not seen another soul since we arrived. I assume they were let loose.
This poster is from our time.
Yeah. They had the same series posted all around my school at New Delphi. Someone here must have really been into vintage.
Whoever was here before, they appear to have left without taking their belongings.
Could be they had to leave them behind. Part of the isolation procedure.
It seems the Hab's previous occupants were very well educated.
I know. I noticed that too. Quite a bit of brain power on this station.
I expect you would fit in quite well here.
After I've caught up on about 4 centuries worth of research journals, maybe.
It doesn't seem like that would be much of a problem for you.
You kidding? I'm looking forward to it.
You once mentioned visiting the orbital station above Jupiter.
Yeah, it was just a short stopover on my way out to the Kronos. It's hard to comprehend just how massive Jupiter really is. Even more impressive with the storms. Just these constant churning waves. It was mesmerizing.
The glaciers on Ganymede are not actually burning.
Yeah, that's just a marketing scheme.
What do you mean?
They're just hyping up the color of the ice. Those posters tend to bend the truth a bit. For instance, they boast Ganymede has the best ski resort on all of Jupiter's moons.
But isn't it the only resort on Jupiter's moons?
Exactly.
Have you been to Callisto?
No, I've always wanted to. They just finished building a research outpost back in 2126. Of course now, 400 years later, who knows? Maybe the whole moon's been terraformed. And here we have the luxury suite. It's a far cry from my old room on the Kronos, but I think I've managed to spruce it up a bit. What do you think?
You appear to be settling in well enough.
Not much choice, really. I mean, it's not as though we can just hop a charter back to the 22nd century. Juno's let me co-opt a few cargo drones to dig through what's left of the Kronos.
The Kronos 2 is still out there.
I mean, I can't be sure, but yeah. I think there are at least 1 or 2 sections that managed to stay in orbit after all these years. Plus there was quite a bit of debris that got pulled into the future with us. And it's a good thing, too. Otherwise I'd never have found all the parts I needed to fix you. That's the spirit. Bloody right. 1 thumbs up is great, Jack. 3 in a row is a bit odd.
Do you still want to visit Earth?
I don't know.
You're not at all curious to see what the Earth of the future is like?
Yeah, a little. Maybe we'll finally have hoverboards and flying cars. Yeah, okay. I would still like to visit.
I must admit, I'm a little surprised you've remained in isolation for this long.
Well, I wasn't about to go anywhere without you, was I?
I understand, but
Oh, come off it, Jack. You've done the same for me.
you really don't know what happened to me.
Not for certain. Though my current running theory is that your shell tried to self-destruct.
Self-destruct?
Well, I'm thinking it was some sort of latent security protocol, meant to fry all your systems in case you ever got cut off from the Kronos 2's network. Atlas protecting their investment.
I was not aware of any such protocol.
Well, either way, reconstructing your shell seems to have removed that particular feature from your architecture. We've cut your strings, so to speak.
How exactly did we get here?
Believe me, I've been asking that same question for months now.
I meant, how did we get here? To this habitat?
Oh, right. Well, do you remember the rescue shuttle?
Not really, no.
Well, that's all right. Bound to be a few gaps in your memory archive. Basically, we were picked up by a rescue shuttle and brought here.
You're welcome, by the way.
Don't start, Juno. You tricked us into thinking you were human.
It was just a bit of vocal modulation. Hearing a friendly voice made you more inclined to cooperate. I had to deceive you, to get you to trust me.
Makes perfect sense.
Well, it worked.
I've got to say, I don't think I've ever been more relieved to see you. If there's anything more you want to know, just ask, and I'll do my best to answer. And whenever you're ready, we can move on.
Did you ever hike the Valles Marineris during your time at the Academy?
I've done it. Well, at least part of it.
Part?
Well, with the way gravity behaves on Mars, you can fall a considerable distance unharmed. So my classmates and I started playing this game of how far can you fall?
That does not sound very safe.
Oh, it wasn't.
What happened?
Short version? I was the one who found out how far was too far. I was the youngest in the group. I was trying to impress the others. And it's not like I'd had a whole lot of experience.
Oh, moving on, are we? The common room's just through here.
I gave this to you back on the Kronos.
That was what? Our first week together?
It was, yes. When I found it in the cargo bay, I thought it seemed like something a person of your geological expertise might appreciate. I'll admit, I never expected you to keep it as long as you have.
It was my first week on a new station. Farther out than I'd ever been. I guess it just made me feel a little more at home.
What happened to all the duct tape on your suit?
What do you think is holding your shell together right now?
You are joking, right?
Of course I'm joking. I would never use duct tape to fix you. Not that I couldn't, mind you.
Don't get any ideas. Your bulldog statue. Quite impressive it's survived all this time.
Hey, we British are just stubborn that way. Can't keep us down.
So I've noticed. What happened to your helmet?
Oh, the locking ring was jammed. I couldn't get it off without breaking the assembly. Don't suppose it matters, really. It's not like we're going anywhere.
Collecting toys?
Oh, that was here when I moved in. You do have to admit, though, it does help liven up the place.
Yes, I think it does.
Are you just saying that to make me feel better?
No, I genuinely think it adds to the decorum.
Wow. From mining android to interior decorator.
I think you're growing.
it. Our new home. Such as it is.
Captain Rowe?
Ah, Juno. There you are. We were beginning to worry.
Somehow I doubt that. I thought you'd like to know we have another cargo drone inbound.
How long?
A few minutes, maybe more.
Ah, perfect.
So we have some time then.
If you'd like, Jack, go on and have a look around.
This looks familiar.
I know, right? Shame we're missing the goal. We could go a few rounds. How many hours did we burn playing that stupid game?
2,347. Approximately.
Jack,
That is together, of course. Not counting all the time you had to spend practicing.
rhetorical question, Jack.
Can I assume you've been maintaining the exercise routine recommended for extended duty astronauts?
And then some. Not really much else to do around here. A few hours fixing your shell. A few hours on a workout rig. Repeat ad nauseum.
A scale model of a cargo drone. 1/24th scale. An impressively accurate rendering, by all standards. I would venture this bobblehead is now considered an antique.
Well, technically, so are we. And I gotta say, I look pretty good for being 446 years old.
You do realize that's not your true age.
I'm sorry, what year was I born?
2091.
And what year is it now?
Based on your assertion, 2537.
Right, which means I was born...
446 years ago. But
No buts. Let me have this.
that's not actually how it works.
Shh. Respect your elders, Jack.
One of the toy dinosaurs from the Kronos Bridge.
I know. Of all the silly things to find its way to the future.
I'm pleased you found it.
Really?
Is that surprising?
Just that you've never exactly been all that keen on keeping mementos.
I think I now see the value in doing so.
You do?
I see it almost like a backup. A tool to help preserve certain experiences in the event one's memory becomes fractured.
That's actually not a bad way of putting it.
I see you found some duct tape. Is this also from the Kronos?
Apparently, it not only fixes everything, but will also survive anything.
Just like us.
Okay, well, now I've got to find some wood to knock on.
I'm not familiar with this flag. Do you know the origin?
No idea. Kind of looks like a United Solar Nations colony flag. There's a few of them scattered about, but none I recognize.
Perhaps they're for new colonies?
Maybe. We're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
Liv, to my knowledge, you've never been to Kansas.
It's an idiom, Jack. It means we're out of place.
Jack, could you come over here a moment? There's something I'd like you to see.
This is an impressive greenhouse.
I know, right? Whenever I was feeling a bit depressed, I found going down there was a surefire way to cheer me up.
Is your mental health still compromised? I could run a battery of tests. On a scale of 1 to...
No. I'm fine, Jack. Really. With you back online, I'm good. I promise. Do you remember when the Estrella first arrived and I thought it was an alien ship?
But it wasn't. It was a human ship from the future. This future.
Right, but here's the thing. Look at this AI core from the Estrella.
I've been on this station for a while and I can find nothing.
Not a single piece of tech compatible with this core. Almost as if it doesn't belong here.
That is odd.
That's far from the only mystery I'm trying to suss out at the moment. And since we know Juno is not going to be of any help...
I wish I could assist you, Captain, but I'm afraid my directives forbid me from doing so.
See what I mean? So, it's up to us to go digging round for answers on our own. And here is where I'd like to start.
A holotable.
Much like the one we had back home on the Kronos, apart from one small difference.
Which is...
It doesn't work. The display emitter's shot. If we can replace the emitter, get this thing working, we might be able to access the facility's mainframe.
I suppose you've already tried hitting it.
Many, many times. Not to worry. I've got a friend looking out for a spare emitter.
A friend?
He'll be along shortly with one of the cargo drones.
Captain Rhodes, speaking of the cargo drone.
Is it on approach?
It is, yes. We'll need you to open the outer door so the cargo drone can dock with the HAL.
Jack? Would you mind terribly?
Is there any particular rush?
Not at all. Take your time. The drone isn't going anywhere. Just let me know when you want to get started.
What about Apollo? Where is he?
I tried to get him to come with us. Stubborn bastard refused to abandon the Estrella. Said it was his duty to protect the ship, even if that meant going down along with it. He gave me that AI core when you started breaking down. Helped me keep your memory intact. If he hadn't done that, you'd... I tried to get him to come with us.
This device connects to the exterior.
Right, that's where the salvage will come in. It's basically just a miniature airlock. I reckon it was probably used as a delivery chute for small parcels and the like. Did you throw that on purpose?
These are the controls.
Correct. This panel will open the outer door and allow the drone to enter.
Ready when you are.
Excellent.
The controls are up here. I would be more careful. You might accidentally damage something.
Outer door opening.
Thanks. I'm heading up.
there's the Estrella. Well, what's left of it, anyway.
What happened to the foresection?
Must have broken off when we made the jump.
Stayed in the past. Don't suppose we'll ever manage to make it back.
Ah, here comes our little friend now. Look familiar?
That looks like the CubeSat I extracted from our old comms network. P09-CRN.
I think you mean
Popcorn.
it's about time. I was starting to think you'd been lost.
You call him Popcorn.
Well, it's certainly better than
P09-CRN. Don't you think, Echo 1?
Fair point.
So, did you find an emitter? And it's going to work this time? Close enough. All right, Jack, let's start pulling in the salvage.
Where do you need me?
There's a delivery chute along the wall to my left.
It looks like a big
Tube sticking out of the wall.
Head over there, would you?
On my way.
I'll pull in the salvage. You scan and identify it.
Understood. Hello.
Well, come on. Let's let him out of there before he pops a circuit. Okay, we'll get you out in a moment. Looks like he's managed to pick up some radiation. You'll need to clean him up with a decontamination wash.
Best I can tell, that means thanks. Yes, hello? So, the display emitter is inside? Ah, excellent. Let's finish sifting through the rest of the salvage. Oh, where are you going, Jack? We need to...
Isn't this one of your old toy dinosaurs from the Chronos 2?
You're right. That's Adam. Remarkable how many of those toy dinos survived.
Would you like to keep it?
Your call. I mean, we don't need it, but I suppose it could be nice to post it up on one of the consoles or something.
I suppose there's no harm in keeping it.
Not at all. He jumped 400 years, same as us. We time travelers have to stick together.
One of my upper extremities, or more accurately, what's left of it.
See? There you go, you found one.
Now just repeat that a few hundred more times and you'll
Start to get an idea of what it took to patch you up. You're lucky the Chronos had so many backup shells.
There's certainly nothing wrong with a little redundancy.
You know, I think I've heard that before.
What should I do with this?
Whatever you like. It's your hand, after all.
We may as well keep it. Perhaps it might prove useful.
Don't you mean it might come in handy?
Perhaps you've been in isolation a little too long.
No argument there. Let's just move on, shall we?
Is this the emitter?
Give it a scan and I'll confirm. That's it, Jack. Let's hope this one works.
Shall I run decontamination?
Yes, please. Nice work, Popcorn. All right. Now we're off to the races. Let's get that emitter down to the hollow table. About time we got some answers. I'll meet you down there.
Emitter installed.
I'll squeeze underneath and reset the circuit. Right, just give me a tick. How's that? See anything up there?
I'm seeing an image, but it's glitching.
Alright, give me a moment. Bollocks. Okay, if I'm reading these schematics right, the only way we're going to sort this out is by doing a complete master reset. As you might expect, there's a number of steps involved. I'm going to need your help here. Okay, you should be seeing a keypad up there. In order to start the reset process, you'll need a specific command code. Try 0915?
Stand by. Oops.
What happened?
I entered the wrong code.
Try it again. 0915.
Confirmed. Code accepted. The system is requesting I use a slider to confirm. It is, however, locked.
Alright, I can unlock it, but this step requires a bit of coordination. I'll need to disconnect the circuit at the same time you confirm the reset.
On the count of 3.
Yes, on 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. That was too early. On 3, not before. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. 1, 2, 3.
So... how'd that work out?
I'm detecting an increased amount of hydrocarbon particles in our vicinity. Is something burning?
Oh, shit. Shit! Ow, that's hot!
Okay, so we're gonna need another power coupling. Should be a replacement kicking around here somewhere. Think you could track it down for me?
Any idea where to start?
I'm sure there's a spare power coupling hanging around close by. You know where it is. Well, go on then.
I'm on it. Here you are.
Thanks, Jack. Just give me a sec. There. Power coupling installed. Give me some good news.
Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid it's a lost cause.
Hold on. No, it isn't. It worked. More or less.
More or less.
The image is somewhat distorted.
Well, that won't do.
Hang on. How's that? Better?
Yes, that rectified it.
Chiron Station Network Access Client. Habitat Alpha online. Mainframe connection established. Synchronizing control devices.
Liv, you're beeping. Personal user interface synchronized.
Well, that's helpful. All right, let's see what we can dig up. Here we are. Habitat A.
Those icons. That must be us.
I was right. We're the only ones here.
Yes, well, this has all been terribly enlightening. Shall we move on?
Okay, so there's no one else in the hab. But what about the rest of the station? This is everything.
Affirmative. This image represents all of Chiron Station.
Right, let's see who else is on board. Jack, you mind taking a look at the map while I keep searching on here?
Of course.
I've got some questions that need answering.
We're not receiving any signal from the other habitat.
That's not a good sign. If there was anyone left, the other habitat would be where I'd expect to find them.
This part of the facility appears to be under construction.
You think there'd be someone around?
No reading.
That's odd.
Not showing any occupants in the research room either. The station's generator is deserted as well.
You see that readout? Running a little hot, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. That would explain the power fluctuations we've been experiencing.
Pretty good bet.
Every branch of the station connects to this structure here, the transit hub. Still no signs of any crew. Or anyone at all, really.
There's no one. The station's deserted.
According to this, we're alone.
Juno, what the hell? Where's the crew?
Technically, I never said there was a crew on this station.
So we're alone here.
I didn't say that either.
Oh, forget it. I'm not going round in circles with you again. There's got to be something else.
Captain Rhodes,
Juno, unless you're about to explain to me exactly what the hell's going on, I would keep quiet. Hang on. I think I might have hit upon something here. Looks like a priority message on a loop.
Priority alert. Containment protocols breached. Multiple branch sectors compromised. General evacuation order has been issued.
oh dear.
Evacuation order?
Proceed immediately to your designated lifeboats. Message will repeat in 1 minute.
All right, Juno. Start talking.
Captain Rhodes, I assure you, there is no need for concern. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh? What do you mean, uh-oh?
I think we need to evacuate.
What was that?
That was an electrical malfunction.
What sort of electrical malfunction?
Oh, the kind we don't need to worry about. Right, Juno?
That last energy spike overloaded one of our substations. The hub's power grid is collapsing.
How do we stop it?
We can't. At least not from here.
So we're just supposed to sit here and do nothing?
Juno.
All right, listen carefully. I may only have a few moments before we lose contact. Jack, I'm unlocking your reactive cutter. There's an emergency release on the door leading out of here. You can use your cutter to gain access. You still have some time before the hab becomes unsafe. Make your way to the terminal. There should be a tram there that will take you to...
Juno?
Juno, acknowledge. We've lost contact.
You know, I always thought I'd enjoy this moment a bit more.
Perhaps we should...
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Still a lot of questions that need answering, and sticking around here is not going to help us.
Plus life support is failing.
Yeah, plus that. This must be the emergency release here. Behind this panel on the door.
I'll take a look. I should be able to cut through the bolts that secure the panel. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice! That did it! Here, help me pull it open. You take that side. Well, here we go. At least emergency lighting still seems to be active. Power's still up in this area.
I doubt that will last. We should keep moving.
Sign above the door says, to tram. That's where we're headed. What's up? We got this.